All right, so we are in the house that we've been building, and we're actually on the next stage. The last time we were here, we had just got drywall in, and that was pretty much it. Now, as you can see behind it, a lot of stuff is happening. We got cabinets in, we got stuff going on with tile, flooring. What is this stage really all about to a client, and what's going to be happening here?
So at this stage, this is the fun part. We're getting to see everything come together. Now, most of the things you see behind me, the trim, all of this has been selected months ago. We've received it all and we're installing it all. So we're at the end of the trim stage here. You know, we've done things like picked out what our benches look like, what the beams look like in the ceiling, our cabinet selections that are behind us, shower, trim, flooring, all this stuff. We get to see it come together at this point in the process. Usually our involvement right now with the client is going to be picking trim colors and paint colors. So we're about ready to do a walkthrough here in the next couple days, and we'll select all those colors, and the painters will just let loose in here.
Yeah, so they're picking the colors and then picking out which rooms are going to have those colors. Because you're telling me earlier you kind of want to do like a base of like 6 colors or so.
Yeah,
typically.
Yep, typically we'll have a base of 6 colors for almost every home. It's not much more to do on additional colors. Yeah, it's like an additional $100 because just better use of material the fewer colors you have. So it's not much more to add additional colors, but yeah, 6 colors is a pretty good base for us.
Awesome. And you already said that they already picked all this out. For example, we got this tile here. This is something that the client would have picked out a long time ago. You're just now receiving the materials, correct?
Yep, we've received this material. We've got the shower prepped, and this will be going on our master shower here.
Nice. And things that have happened since then that we didn't necessarily document is we've got power officially. You got HVAC officially.
Yep.
What is that from when we were here last to now? What has all transpired?
During drywall, we actually had HVAC and water heater they were all installed last time we were here. That all gets installed before the drywall. But just as we were in here last, they did what we call a heat up. And that's every single one of these can lights, outlets, all of that was installed. So that way the guys can continue to work here. And, you know, that's what's going to be here when the client moves in too.
Yeah, absolutely. And something else you've mentioned in past conversations is when you're first starting to build a house, everything's to be really quick. Well, now we're at a stage where it doesn't feel like things are moving as fast. Is that pretty typical?
Well, actually, I would say that's our drywall stage. Everything feels like it just kind of like drywall and mechanicals. It feels like everything just kind of comes to a stop. Like I said, this is the fun part of the stage. So we're starting to see colors be introduced into the home. Their selections are starting to get put into place. And so it does feel really good. And like it's crazy, the last 4 weeks of a build, you just see everything come together because all of the selections are finally getting put into place. It starts to feel like a home. It's what people recognize. It's all the pretty items. But yeah, mechanicals and drywall, feels like we're moving a snail's pace.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're really not too far away from being complete on this job.
Yeah, we're probably we could be done here in the next 4 weeks pretty easily.
Yeah, that's awesome. And to give you kind of a timeline, we started this, I think, in March, correct?
Yes.
First broke ground, and now it's the end of July. So if you're thinking about building, you got to think about timelines. Obviously, every house is a little bit different depending on what things you have to deal with. But I'd say it's probably pretty typical, right?
Yeah, we're a little bit strong even on a simple home of 6 months right now.
Yeah.
You know, and some of the larger homes can take as much as a year. With that one we finished, that was 6,400 square feet. That one took us a full year.
Yeah, that's an elevator and
a lot more to cover, a lot more ground to cover there. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, awesome. So going from this, what is the next things that somebody could expect?
So after this, once we get all the paint on the walls and everything, you'll start to see our plumbing fixtures, our light fixtures, like all the jewelry of the home start to get finished out. And then really the next meeting we would have with our clients would be, you know, doing final walkthroughs, making sure that everything is to their liking. You know, what callback items do we have? What finishing touches do we need to do for them? So
awesome. So you're really almost there at this stage, so it's very exciting. And next time we're with you, I'm sure we'll see a lot of that finished detail. So we're excited to do that. But as for now, that's it.